Two more of my favorite websites that are geared toward assessment and feedback are Kahoot and Quizizz. Many people are already familiar with Kahoot and they've used it a lot with their classrooms, but there's a couple new features that I'd like to show you. And for those of you that aren't familiar, I'll give you a quick overview. Kahoot and Quizizz both allow you to gamify quizzes for formative assessment, which means that your students can play, and they're very highly engaged activities where they have an opportunity to compete against one another. At the end, you get reports about how they progressed and what they were able to do. A couple new features with Kahoot is they have added in the Kahoot Academy, which involves verifying educators and bringing in content from premium partners. One of those partners is Disney. Disney has recently partnered with Kahoot, and they have content that has some of the Disney characters in it, as well as National Geographic. There are Kahoots that have been designed with National Geographic in mind. So you can use Kahoots that other people have created. You can create them yourselves. When the students play, they go to kahoot.it and they put in the code. And then the screen that you use in your classroom, your smartboard or projector, will have the question on it. And then the students respond in one of four boxes on their devices. Now, they also have new ways of setting this up so that you can play asynchronously or that you can use this in a video call. I did this in the spring with my students to increase engagement and to build a sense of community. We would play some Kahoots. It worked out really well. All I did was I shared my screen and pulled the Kahoot up on it, and then my students opened a second tab or a second window on their devices so that they could see the questions and then have the place to answer as well. Now, some of them that didn't open up a second window would use a phone or another device that they could log in and do that with. Kahoot allows you to create groups and classes, and it stores some of your information. There's a free version, and then there's also a paid version. Quizizz is similar to Kahoot, except this one allows you to use memes in the questions and responses. So when a student gets it wrong, they can have a certain meme that pops up. Or if they get something right, there's different ones that come up as well. Again, for older kids, it's a little bit more engaging. You can still pull from libraries, create classes and groups. You can use reports. They also have the ability to connect this to your Google Classroom as well. And you can post a link for students to join rather than having to have them add a join code. So those are two great ways to gamify your classroom, engage your students, and gather some data about their progress.